What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be looking at DEGEN. So all my DEGENs, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let's get into it. So if we're looking at DEGEN here on the daily, man, we had a little breakout this morning. A lot of volatility going into FOMC, but from low to high, I mean, that was a 20% move. It's pretty, I don't know if it's going to be sustainable, but bounced off this sell side pressure. All right, we're sitting above our daily 618 and our 786 extension, right, just from this move. And so if I'm being honest, right, this is starting to look more and more like a 5-wave move to the upside, right? So you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and then you had your so that would complete circle wave 1, and then you have your wave 2. Okay, and then now you're in your third wave, your first wave of your third wave. Right, if we have a percentage, right, the third wave has to be the most impulsive, right? Third wave has to be the most impulsive. So just a low to a high. We're at 15.02. Let me make sure measure twice. Always gotta measure twice, right? Yeah, 1502. Let's see if this plays out. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think so, actually. So let's see here. Are we in the fifth wave? Are we about to start the fifth wave? Let's see. So we had a third wave. Let's see where this went. So third wave got all the way up to the 3414. Okay. I mean, it's an extended third wave for sure. And for us to think that this is a fifth wave, let's get up here. Let's get down through here. That went just a little bit too, there we go, something like that. Yeah, I mean, we do need to get to about that 0045 level just for, traditional fifth wave. We could have a truncated fifth wave. You can stop at the 1. We haven't got there yet. So, right, if this is the fifth wave, we're looking for, levels through here. We're looking at levels from 00387 at least. Need to see how we interact with that. We've already wicked up once, right? When everything else is kind of correcting. So I don't know if this is just an impulse because, it's a meme coin. The market cap is so small, but, we're looking for that 4.5 all the way up to that 5.2. That's what we'd be looking for if this is the fifth wave. Right, because the third wave it theoretically could already be done. And so, let me see. I'll actually put some marks on here. I'll do that. Let's do this. And let's do this. Let's see what we do with that, right? Let's see what we do with that. Let's leave this on oh shoot, that was the daily. We're on the daily, I'm sorry. Cool. We're on the daily, so let's not keep it on the hourly. There's just a lot going on. Cool. So we can delete this. Right, we have come down to this lower trend line. I mean, theoretically, you could have a double bottom. You can come back down again. This just looks very indecisive, and we'll get into why I think it's very indecisive. Let's see. The RSI looks really good, actually. RSI looks good. Looks healthy. We have momentum on the Fu Manchu. And we're breaking out above the 54. Right, we're breaking out. So let's see how today ends. Right, let's see how today ends. We are, there's a wick to each side, pretty high wick to each side. So it's kind of indecisive right now. Would hate for it to close, somewhere below, if we're closing below this 3.532 level, right? Let's see, actually, because I mean, we could be in a, expanded, you could think of an expanded flat. Anytime you see, a possible overshooting B wave, you think expanded flat or running flat. You think one of the two. Okay. So just low to high. Yeah, we're sitting right at that 886, 786. Those are just the two areas of resistance, right? These are the two areas of resistance. Right, if your move is really weak, it gets rejected at the 786. If it runs out of a lot of steam at the 786, then it just stops at the 886. So you need to typically close above the 786 with a lot of velocity. You can't just trickle above the 786. You'll just get slammed back down by the 886. So 786 usually takes a lot of the wind out of the sail. So I can leave this on for now. The 0.5 is right at that extension, so that 3528, or was that 3528 level seems pretty legit. 3585. So if we do, we want to stay above those for sure. Make sure this isn't crowding up the other time frames. Okay, so RSI, we already covered the RSI. RSI looks good. It looks healthy, right? We got momentum. We're breaking out of the 5411 with a type of trajectory you'd like to see with a move like this, but let's see if it's sustainable. 4 hour, that looks, I mean, shoot, if you're asking me, that looks really solid. I mean, you come up, right? You break out, back test, and now you go and get some more, right? We've been looking for a 1-2 setup, so we need 5 waves up. We need 5 waves up. Right now, the current state of the daily, it's about 3 waves. You can manipulate, your percentages to fit. I would love for us to already have had 5 waves, and then we experienced, circle wave 1, but it just doesn't match. So I think we're looking for a wave 5 to the upside, and then we're going to get our pullback a little bit behind the, the XLMs, the Jasmines, the Lynx. I think we're in right now, circle wave 4 right now, and so yeah, we'll see. We are above all the EMAs, which is nice. We're above all the EMAs, which is nice, and we have a trajectory of the 50 going up. The 100 kind of lagging, not too much. Encouragement from the 1. But we're above the sell side pressure. Typically when you break out, you got a back test. I mean, what do we come down to? This low is at 3286. I mean, come on. This is at what, 3280, 3276. You know what I mean? It's potato. Sue me. But yeah, this looks promising. If we can hold above this does look like a W, which is nice, right? That's nice. That's actually really good with continuation. So let's see. So, well, just like the M, you come down to where you broke out from. So we should try to target this area right here, right? Because you kind of started from up here. So we need to get above the 6713. We have broken out of this. Let me fix this. This was drawn probably on the last video we made. Yeah, this was drawn out. So we bounced off, broke out, so that's really good. Let's see if we can get something else on here. Let's update this. Yeah, I mean, breaking out from that. I just want to see, has this been a, no. Let's do that. Let's do this. No. I kind of want to do that just for the conservative. Let's do conservative measurement. So let's get out of there. Let's break this level, and then we can start thinking, okay, we're looking good, because that's where you broke out. That was the high point of what this W looks like it's coming from, right? W. Let's do that, get in the overbought zone, especially to complete this wave, right? We got to get up to some higher levels, so we need more momentum. We need more. I'll check out the MACD at the very end of the video. But yeah, so this, if we're zooming into the, the smaller time frames, this does look like a 3-wave pullback. 3-wave pullback. You do have lower lows, right? Lower lows. So ABC confirmed, right here. 3-wave move, beautiful, and this impulse is really nice. So now, right now we need to flag out. Now we need to not just wick to the down. We can't do this. We cannot just get destroyed. We need to oscillate down like this and then go. Right, we can't just, I mean, this looks good. I mean, This whole, wow, this was just so volatile. It came down, what is this? 8% in like probably 20-30 minutes. I wasn't up and doing any TA, so I'm not familiar. I don't know exactly the level, but let's see here. These look great. This looks great, right? It's through here, kind of. It's the 1 hour, so let's not get too excited. Bouncing off the 200, so I would like us to kind of flag out, or just, I mean, there's two options. You flag out or you send. If you're not gonna keep, if you don't have the momentum to keep pushing and breaking through resistance levels, then you got to flag out and build up momentum. I mean, this looks, I mean, let's get overbought. When's the last time we were overbought? All the way back here. All the way in September 11th, we got overbought. Nice. What, September 6th, right? So let's get overbought. That would be very ideal. Very ideal. I do want to just see this overall move to see where we've come down to. Yeah, let's see this overall move. I mean, we're finishing this one strong. Finishing it strong. You came right down to that 0.5, like spot on, right to that 0.5. Healthy. What was it exactly? 3610. What, 3608? Right, so it's like 0.0002 off. So, you know, it matches up with this area of interest is 618. So yeah, so let's leave this on here. Let's see what we do with this. All right, let's see what we do with this. I would really ideally like to stay above this 382, 3685, especially because it's such a small market cap coin. We can't afford to. If this thing is gonna tank, it's gonna tank. If it's gonna explode, it's gonna explode. There's no in between with DEGEN, right? No in between. This looks really nice. So getting over, we're trying to get overbought, and this candle ends in 14 minutes. Very, very, very nice. I do want to see something on the weekly. Wow, let's go. Let's go. That is nice, ladies and gentlemen. That is very nice. Let's do that. I don't need that on here. Look at that. The last time we did that. When's the last time we did that? Last time we did that was right here, right? Even a small breakout. Small breakout. It wasn't anything crazy. Went up 30%. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We didn't have a green dot then though. So the last time, let's do apples to apples, green dot with a breakout over the weekly. Green dot with a breakout over the weekly. Just low to high, right? Low to high on this move. 91% move. Okay. Breakout. And now we're breaking out and closing. So this week is pretty important. So, right now we're at 30%. 91% would take us up to that 5.7 level. 5.7 level. All right, so 1, 2, we had one right here as well. And this was a huge move. Huge move. Okay, so this looks starting to look really good, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore the noise out there. A lot of people are very bearish right now. Very, very emotionally charged, right? They've, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but more than likely a lot of the people have bought these crypto assets on the high end, right? FOMO. After all the news, after a couple green days, they buy and they're down on their positions quite large, right? And so, right, on this channel we focus on select areas. We're above the 786, we're above the 618, right? We're kind of interacting. Once we start closing above this 3975, then it's like, okay, then it's go time. We're very close. We're at 377, 376. Right, so we're very close to breaking out with DEGEN. Very, very, very close. Very close. Let's look at DEGEN on the MACD. That looks, no, that's the 2 hour. Dang, if that was the daily. Woo. We're crossing the zero. Crossing the zero. When's the last time we crossed the zero? On the daily, when's the last time we crossed the zero? Crossed the zero right here. And what did we do? We were on the move. We were on the move in, July? From 3.6 to 4.9. So I mean, it's not a crazy move, but it's definitely a move to the upside. So we're pretty stoked on that. We did cross right up through here, and we consolidated for a little bit, right? Because you got to have a setup, right? You got to have a setup. So it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. And you kind of consolidate, three-way move. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something like of this shape. Something like that. We don't have that yet. We kind of got, I thought we were going to set it up right here. But now we're, that was so ugly. That was so ugly. Now we're overshooting. So we can come back down, get a higher low, and then send, right? If this is an overshooting B wave, right, you got your A, B, C, all right, something like that. Running flat, that would be ideal. We just want to see where this daily candle closes. Kind of want to see where this daily candle closes. We are like fighting that 100. That 100 is at 3755. We're at 3770. So, but good things happen. Good things happen when you cross a 0 on the MACD. So don't be surprised if we cross this, right? We get a little bit more momentum, go up to those higher levels that we talked about, and then you get like a three-wave pullback. Just a move, right? That's the thing with something this small is you can disrespect everything and just send, or you can have a setup. And I like setups more. I like clean setups because you can't rely on just something, one day going up 300, 400, 500%. I mean, but even this had a setup. Even this had a setup, right? Kind of went up and three-wave move. I mean, looking at this DEGEN does like running flats. This isn't running flat right here. Somewhat of a, it's a, three-wave move with the higher low. All right, something like that, and then you just sent, right? Then you sent. So this looks starting to look pretty healthy. I want to see on the weekly what we're doing. There's nothing even on the weekly. Nice cross on the 2-day. Nice cross on the 2-day. Okay, let's go. So yeah, so let's see what we do with this. We have some levels. I can go back, right? So levels I'm thinking about for sure. Where we're trying to target on this move, right? It's this 4.5 to 5.2 area, right? 4.5 to 5.2. We have some areas that we've already gotten above, so now let's stay above these levels. We lose these levels, and we're targeting back down to red. So that's how that works if you're new to the channel, right? So these were areas of resistance that we've clearly gotten above, right? Clearly got above, okay? And now if we lose these areas, we're targeting this area, right? We're above this area, so we're targeting these areas up here. I hope that makes sense. So that's the layout of the channel. That's what we do on the channel. We have validation zones, okay, invalidation zones, okay. So right now we're validated to move to the upside. Validated to move to the upside. So let's see some continuation. Let's see a strong close. We're at 3830, right? We're trying to build up, trying to build. So let's do that. Before I end, let's go look at stablecoin dominance. Hasn't been the prettiest of pretties. So we've the 617, right? We needed to close below the 617, and we closed one full body candle. There was we kind of wicked above it, so we closed 1, 2. We're back up. This does, if we invert it though, this does look like, just a pullback, right? Just a pullback, right? So you got your, your 1, 2, 3. This is like your circle wave 4, right? So you got a 1, 2, 3. So you got a three-wave move. Three-wave move, something like that, right? So for us to think, right? I mean, now look at this, right? Now look at this on the daily where we're targeting this 1618. It's at 543, 2618, 497. Okay. In terms of this overall correction where we are right now, I can get the 1, 2 for sure. I could take this. Why not? It's 1, 2. Where are we? Yeah, make sure that's lined up. Good. Okay, we're like almost at that 1. We're almost at that 1. Once I zoom into the smaller time frames, you'll kind of understand what we're doing right now a little bit better. Yeah, I mean that 786 is that 628. So just stay above 628, right? It's our stay below 628. Stay below 628, and we're looking golden. We're looking golden. We have this retracement. So right now, where are we? We've broken down from the 382. Okay, so this is a steeper. I mean, now we're targeting the 0.5. I mean, especially if we close today below the 382, you're targeting your 0.5. You're targeting your 618. I mean, that's just how it works. That's how it works. 786 is right by that 637. You know, stablecoin dominance isn't going to go down without a fight. It's not going to go down without a fight. And so, especially with market makers right now, with FOMC, people are super bullish. Right, you gotta shake people up. We are finding some resistance at the. Let me put it back. All right, we're finding resistance at the 20-day EMA, which is good for us, right? Good for us. I would really like us to close below this 618. No pun intended, but yeah, 6.18%. Really like us to close below that. And so yeah, so right now I'm gonna draw a. Let's see what we can. Any kind of pattern through here, maybe something like that. All right, full body candle close below. No full body candle close above. So let's see what we do with this. All right, let's see what we do with this. Ascending channel. I'm getting emails like crazy. I got a meeting today, so let's do something like this. Let's just leave this on the daily. See what we're doing with this, right? Let's see what we're doing with this. Let's go into the 4 hour. You'll kind of see where we're at. All right, so we had these levels from, I think from Friday, maybe Thursday. I drew when I was making maybe Jasmine, DEGEN, XLM, one of those, maybe even Chainlink. So we had the 604 to the 608 level for where we could see a retracement. And as of right now, right, we've used it as resistance at first, right? Use it as resistance, then use it as support. Okay, so it just wasn't strong enough. Wasn't strong enough for really either. Wasn't strong enough for really either. Kind of support actually, if I'm being honest. That looks like a nice bounce. I mean, hey, you got to call a spade a spade. That looks nice. That looks nice. If we do invert this though. This does look like a 5-wave move. We do look like we have 5 waves so far. So far, especially on the 2 hour. Let's go to the 2 hour. 2 hour we can break down a little bit more. Did I already have this marked out? I did. So as of right now, right, we got 5 waves. I believe we have 5 waves. Right? So you got your 1, 2, 3. That's your A wave. Okay. Let me change the color. Let me go like blue. No, that's too. Let's go like yellow, purple, whatever. Okay, that's your A wave. Okay, then you got your B wave. All right, something like this. Let's go like purple. We all love purple on this channel. We love purple on this channel. And right now we got 1, 2. This is not complete. It just doesn't look complete. So, you know, come back down, come through here, right? We were saying the 627. Maybe you come down to the 627. Really, you know, 628. Really shake a lot of people out. That means everything else is going to be absolutely tanking. Something like that, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All it's your A, B, C. So yeah, so I don't think this is done. We're gonna measure this to see where we're at for this. But right now, yeah, we're just correcting, flushing out a lot of leverage because you know a bunch of leverage hopped on, especially on Friday, over the weekend, right? We never trust weekend price action. Never trust weekend price action. Never. Okay, where did we go? Yeah, the 1618 is down to that 629 level. But let's do this. Let's take where this A wave came down to. Where did this A wave come down to? Right there. Perfect. Boom. Yep, right there. Boom. That 622 coming down to that 622 to that 630 percentage. I'm talking about this percentage wise, because this doesn't look done. This looks like it's ready to move. This definitely looks like it's ready to move. We can invert it back. All right, this looks like you're kind of flagging out. Definitely look like you're flagging out. I can leave this on the 2 hour. All right, 2 hour. Okay, so it definitely look like we're flagging out. This looks like a doji candle, but it's just the 2 hour. Doesn't really matter. On all the, I was looking at all the information on the RSIs. It all looks bullish. All looks bullish. You got a green dot. You're curving up, right? What we definitely need, what we want to see here is a nice rejection. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. The RSI has cooled off a bunch. We were speculating. Right? I got this one wrong for sure. I was speculating. You know, you come up. Worst case, you reject off here, right? But I mean, look at us. We've come up, but now we have so much more to go. We have broken out of this downtrend. We've broken out of the downtrend. We've changed tunes, right? Changed tunes. Broken out of the downtrend. But now we got to get down below. We cannot keep doing this. We can't keep, you know, being wishy-washy. So overall, that's what I got for DEGEN. I do think we're trying to get this fifth wave move to the upside, and then we'll have a correction, and that'll set up our 1-2. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.